Okay, welcome to how to retrofit your 2014 plus Mazda 3. We're going to start off by removing all the screws. You can either use a Phillips or a little impact. When doing this one down here, support that on the other side. Many of these screws I've done, they're rusted and they'll have to get out. So we're going to remove the wiring harness. The harness itself needs to come off first. Sometimes they're a little loosened because there's a little nub, especially on this one here. The harness has to come off first because there's a little nub in the plastic right here that it hits, and you'll be struggling all day. Ask me how I know. This comes off. Weave that through there. You unwind it everywhere. Now you're going to take a flathead screwdriver and reach in here so that we can remove this plug. Just tap these on both sides and then we're done. There we go. Next up, we're going to be putting it in the oven. Preheat your oven to 230 degrees. Once it is done, place the headlight inside. Place it directly on the rack. There's no need for a cookie tray or anything. Plastic won't melt at 230. Not for how long I'm putting it in. Don't touch the hot rack, it's hot. Don't let the headlight touch it either. Seal it up. Set a timer for 13 to 15 minutes. And now we come back. Okay, headlights are out of the oven. Optional, gloves. They're hot, about 230 degrees. Flathead at bare minimum. This little breaker bar guy works really well. It's this demo bar. And then finally, these suckers, reverse pliers. It'll be able to stuck them together. Not necessary, but if you're going to do more than one headlight, they're really great, but they're kind of expensive. So I'm going to start on the inside and work our way around. Be very mindful of these tabs here and anywhere else they are. The light up top there. And we're in. Put this in a safe place. And on to the next step. I'm going to remove this rubber cap. Projector. Comes out with 3 screws, Phillips. All right. Old projector. And we're going to grab the new projector right here. So, it is 99% drop in. The only thing we have to do is trim this right here. Just a little bit. Sorry, we're going to trim right up here. on both sides. So get a Sharpie. Draw the area you want to trim. I'm just going to trim a little off here too. Just to be safe. Okay. Coming over here. Not very much to trim. So I'm actually just going to use a sanding bit or grinding bit, and I'm just going to grind it down, and can't do both at once, so I'm going to pause this and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we've trimmed off the inside pieces, and now it fits in perfectly. Now that the projector is in the headlight, up next we're going to have to take this igniter and we're going to pass it through this cap. There's two options. One is the pre-made one, and it comes with this nice Tech Flex wire on it, but you will need to purchase this grommet so that you can pass it through here, unless you can find a way to do it without. Then you're going to drill a hole, make that fit through there, and pass these wires through here. It's possible. I've done it. However, there's also this DIY version, and the two plugs are here. If you're going to use that, like we are, you can take the following steps. You're going to drill 4 holes here, 2 for the bi-xenon wires, 2 for the D2S wires. Pre-drilling it just makes it easier to pass it through. Okay, so minding the 2 yellow grommets, you're going to pass them through. Now it's a little tough, so I suggest some of these pliers to help pull it through. Try and push the yellow grommet through with it. There's one. Now for the second one, halfway through. Again, now let's push through. Make sure that yellow grommet follows it. There you go. Pull it through, and we're gonna do the next step. So we're gonna take this. This is the female one. We're gonna take out this red safety pin, and we're going to insert it. Push push it in, then grab this little safety pin. Like that. Now that we've done the female, we're going to do the male. There is a red safety pin in here. What I've done to make it easier, I took a small screwdriver and I pushed it out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and push that all the way in. Sometimes have to lift up the little pin so that you can grab it with a pair of pliers and pull it all the way in. Then we have to take the little push pin, or the little safety pin again. Need to put it back in and push it down like this. And then we are done. We're going to take this D2S bulb, insert it like so, and we take this cap and slide it on. There. A little more difficult, trying not to put my head directly in the way. Slide on the D2S igniter. And then next we're going to feed these through here. Looks like we didn't drill up the holes quite enough, so we're going to make them just a little bit bigger. Again, grab your pliers and push them through. If you pull them, you risk pulling the metal prongs right off the wire, which we don't want. Now that they're mostly through, it should be safe. And there we go. There we go. 2 for 2. So we have a little bit of excess wire in there, so we're going to pull those out. Slide the cap right down on. You can do this after the headlight has been sealed, or you can do it before. Give that a wipe, and there you go. That is the main process. Put that back like that. It's only been about 15 minutes. Hopefully not too much dust has gotten in yours. Now we're going to go stick it back in the oven at 230 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. And then we'll be back here afterwards. So lastly, before we screw this together, we're going to put these back on here as little grommets. And we're going to feed these into here with them facing like so. And then they will be ready to plug into your high beam splitters. It does not matter which side they go on. It's not sensitive to the positive and negative. As long as it receives voltage, it is okay. The headlights are back out of the oven, so I've gone ahead and clamped them down multiple locations, use as many as you want. And I've added the screws back into all these locations. And now we're just going to wait for it to harden. And then we're going to go back out and install it on the car. Installing on the car is very simple. You're going to take this ballast and you're going to connect them to here. And then with your H11 harness, you're going to plug it directly into the OEM wiring and install the harness on your car, and then you're done.